The Firehouse Museum building in Virginia City. Building was built in 1862. During its history, this building has housed a market, a saloon, a meat market, a brewery, and a beer garden. It was acquired by Story County from the delinquent tax rolls, and in 1934, the Story County Volunteer Fire Department converted it into a firehouse housing its small 1929 Chevrolet pumper truck. A houseman was quartered in the rear section of the first floor, while the downstairs area was retained for meetings and the fire department's annual banquet. The Virginia City Police Department also kept a small office in the basement. A second truck, a 1940 Ford hose wagon, and later a 1939 Mack pumper, and a surplus military 1943 International Crash Fire Rescue truck were also housed in the building. It soon became apparent new quarters were needed, and in 1961 the present firehouse was constructed on the north end of C Street. The building remained the property of Story County, but was leased to the Town Hall Incorporated organization and used for social functions and meetings. In 1979, Town Hall Inc. agreed to relinquish its lease to allow the Comstock Fireman's Museum an appropriate home in the former firehouse. The Comstock Fireman's Museum opened on July 4th, 1979 as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It maintains the building and continues artifact collection and preservation efforts based solely on donations from the public. Some of the items in there are fire grenades, or what was called glass fire grenades. Originated in England in the late 19th century and remain a very thin, very fragile glass designed to be thrown at the base of a fire and break easily to quench the flames. Fire grenades came into existence in America in the 1870s and could be found in homes, hotels, factories, schools, trains, and in various commercial buildings. Depending on the company, fire grenades came in a variety of colors, including blue, green, amber, purple, and clear glass. Some companies included a twisted wire loop around the neck, allowing the fire grenade to hang on a nail, while some companies offered wire racks that could also be attached to a wall, accommodating 1, 2, or 3 fire grenades, usually in a pint or quart size. These were usually filled with a saltwater brine solution. The addition of salt allowed the grenade to be advertised as non-freezing. Production of these fire grenades continued through at least 1910, when metal pump-type extinguishers began to be used. By 1915, the saltwater brine solution was replaced by toxic carbon tetrachloride that did extinguish fires easily, but also exposed users to lung, liver, and kidney damage, even death with one exposure. Carbon tetrachloride also produces deadly phosgene gas at relatively low temperatures, and its use discontinued in the 1950s. Some of the vehicles inside, there's one called, it's an 1877 horse-drawn hose carriage from Kimball Manufacturing Company. It was at the Virginia Paid Fire Department from 1877 to 1932. City Hose Cart 1 was one of 5 pieces of horse-drawn equipment ordered for the new Virginia Paid Fire Department after the Great Fire of 1875 and after Virginia City's volunteer fire companies voted to disband. A sister 4-wheel hose carriage built by Kimball, 2 one-horse, 2-wheel hose carts built in 1876-77 by H.M. Black of San Francisco, and a hose-carrying sleigh for winter use also built by Kimball were all in service by 1878. Later, a 4-wheel Chief's buggy was also purchased for the Virginia Paid Fire Department that was housed in the Corporation Firehouse on the hill above B Street next to the Castle Mansion. City Hose Cart 1 was in service until 1932 when Virginia City Volunteers built their first motorized fire apparatus on a 1929 Chevrolet truck chassis. The hose carriage was given to the Nevada State Museum in 1948. In 1979, the Nevada State Museum loaned the hose carriage to the Comstock Fireman's Museum, which has restored it to the condition it was in when the bells rang the fire alarm in Virginia City.